LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine.
LoveLine.
With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Tonight from Quintuplets, April Matson is here. Good to see you, April.
Hello, good to be here.
We've not met, have we?
Just maybe 2 minutes ago.
Okay, good.
Does that
Good.
count?
No, doesn't count. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally we meet people and then forget.
I introduce myself to people I've met. Well, actually, family members oftentimes. Very embarrassing. Quintuplets Wednesday nights, 8:30 on Fox. We had Andy Richter on the show, plugging it a couple months back. There's a new episode starts tomorrow night, by the way. And Richter seems like a pompous ass.
Oh,
raging
please.
alcoholic, chain smoker.
Yeah, right.
I think he's on barbiturates. Must be tough to work with him.
No.
No?
No.
Come on, he won't hurt you. You can speak freely.
No, I'm not afraid of him. He's
I know.
no, he is.
I know.
He
He
is
goes
very
into
cool.
a fugue state and he gets.
I mean,
very
I can
violent.
see. I can definitely see. Oh, he's a pompous ass. He is
Sure.
sort of, but
Yeah.
but it's okay. I mean,
It's
there's
cool.
nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it.
No, he knows he's good.
No, he is, and he's
good, and he knows
really
it.
smart,
And he knows he's got the look
he
too.
is. He's really smart.
April, this is going to be a long night for you. I feel the need to rescue you from this
Why?
Richter, pompous ass.
because we like Richter a lot.
I don't
So do
like
I.
Richter.
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I
Hold
love
on,
Andy.
hold on
no,
a second.
no.
True, you don't like him that much.
Yeah, we do. He was very-
You said you're lukewarm on him.
What's not to like about Andy Richter?
I'm just kidding.
Honestly.
retarded.
He admits he's retarded freely on
He
the
was a
air.
guy that missed his date with us and then made it up.
That's true.
That was a rare,
That's true.
rare occurrence.
It takes a big man to do that. And Drew worked with him on he was in the Olsen twins movie. Dr.
with
Drew
Richter.
was.
Oh.
Did you catch that? New York.
No,
No,
I
you didn't.
know, but
That
Didn't see
cinematic
that.
triumph? I don't understand.
Unfortunately.
Chris,
no.
you
Shocking.
check that out? No?
Chris, yeah.
Hold on, let me ask the third person. Adam? No. Okay. Nobody saw it, Drew. All right, but that's
have
all right.
kids.
It's out
You don't
on-
have kids.
It's out on DVD. I don't know if I have kids. It's out on DVD. It's a big thing. So, Quintuplets, how's it doing?
Good. Our ratings over the summer were really good, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll just see how it does in the fall. I mean, could be a totally different thing. We have a little bit more competition with the fall scheduling, so.
Right.
But I have a good feeling about it. I mean, it's done really well so far, and
Yeah. Well, Richter's a kiss of death, you know. He so pompous, Drew. So very pompous.
yeah,
No,
right.
we have our fingers crossed for the show, and not that we need to, but we're just doing it
Thank
because it's comfortable.
Oh, good.
You know.
Just keeping your fingers crossed.
That's how I
That's
like
you
to
like
keep
them.
them.
I see.
Yeah. Otherwise, they'll get away from you. It might go up something. All right, April. You know how the show goes?
A little bit. I've listened to like parts of it here and there, on and off,
Good.
in the car on
Well,
the way.
tonight you're going to
like
hear almost the whole show.
Oh no.
Because I can't guarantee you're going to be listening for the entire show. There will be rants that I go on. Well, you'll
You'll
sort
not
of
listen.
you'll
Yes,
drift in
yes,
and out.
yes.
Drift
No
in and
doubt.
out. I don't want to hold it against you, Christina.
Hello?
You're 22.
Yes.
What's up?
I've looked on my boyfriend's computer for a couple times now, and I find a bunch of, like, obese porn,
Yeah.
like fat girls, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the computer is the male diary.
Yeah.
Not in the sense that-
Footprint, more than diary.
Well, it's not something that I wanted to see.
It's the diary in the sense that for years men have been finding their girlfriends'
I see,
diaries.
I see.
Oh, you slept with your prom date,
That's
or
how they
you,
find
you
out
did
all their
this.
secrets.
Yeah, find all this, all
Yeah.
the guys that came before them, and all that kind of stuff. And guys never had any reference point; they just lie their ass off. No one ever knew. Guys don't write things down; there's no recorded history. But the computer.
That records the history.
And it's all there in living color. I mean, it's hard to deny that kind of stuff. And you can say I was looking at something for a joke, or someone emailed me something. First 2 or 3, but when you get into the hundreds, you
And
know
so
what I mean?
So what would you say about this guy?
I'm
I
sorry, what
don't
did you say?
Are you fat?
I'm not that fat, but, I mean, I've gained weight since I met him.
Well, maybe he sees the direction you're heading and just thinks he's going to head you off at the pass.
What's the beat you there, so to speak?
Yeah,
so to speak.
He sees you climbing that morbid obesity mountain, and he's going to ramp up his sack.
Here's the thing about guys.
Start getting a taste for it. Here's what I'm saying, Drew. If you were going to go on Survivor, like if you knew you're going to go on the show Survivor,
you'd beef up.
The week before it, you wouldn't be eating, scampi and surf and turf and Yorkshire pudding or something. You'd try to start getting yourself used to eating some rice and some raw fish or something. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to go.
Geared up.
It wouldn't. So he's gearing himself up.
But here's the deal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the diary, the historical record that guys leave behind, isn't necessarily a reflection of what they want in reality.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
They get aroused by stuff they look at just because whatever. It hits the visual cortex.
It's
the
me.
arousal system.
I focus on the big jug stuff, and I...
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, come on. Okay, scratch that. No, Drew, you may be wrong.
No,
You're
but
horribly wrong.
it also can translate to real life, but not necessarily to real life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, guys are much more sort of...
That's where
they have a morbid curiosity around sex and almost anything else.
But things that arouse them that are visual may not arouse them in the whole real life setting. You know?
Well, I just mean, the guys who buy all those 7 Faces of Death videos and stuff, those are all guys.
Yes.
They don't want to die themselves. They don't want to kill anybody, but they're very sort of curious in the macabre and the bizarre. Yeah?
Yeah.
Could be that, Christina. How much do you weigh?
Well, I weigh like 200 pounds, but I'm 6 feet tall.
Ooh, a lot of woman. And,
can I ask her a question?
Sure.
So, if he was looking at porn where the women were slender and good, would you be mad?
No.
Or does it just bother you that he's looking?
I wouldn't.
Really?
No.
That really pisses me off.
Oh, really?
My boyfriend is not allowed to see another woman naked.
Oh,
If
really?
he can see a woman naked whenever he wants, he just tells me to take
Well,
it.
it
It would
would
piss
piss
me
me
Hang
off.
on one second. Sidebar.
Well, first off, let me tell you something. He sees another woman naked every time he blinks.
Yeah.
Just for a millisecond.
No, I don't want to know that.
Every
Yes.
time his eyes close for a millisecond.
And somewhere there's a computer overloaded with history.
Yeah.
A footprint
No, I
left
check
behind
it.
the size of Bigfoot.
I check it.
Hold on, Drew. I think she can hear us.
No,
Let's just get back to going. It's getting obvious now.
Okay.
Hey, okay.
Anyway,
your boyfriend not allowed to. What if you found a Playboy? If you found a Playboy in his apartment,
I would be furious. Oh, not just because of the Playboy, but because he knows how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
That would upset me.
Well,
This guy's gone underground.
But let me say this: if you have it, let's just say you had a very semi-unreasonable expectation, but you felt very strong about it.
For him.
You know what I mean?
Like
Like
that he had for her? Or?
Well, what I'm saying is you wouldn't be mad at him because he had a Playboy. You'd be mad at him because he knows the way you feel about it.
Well, yeah, it would probably
But
be
the way
both.
she feels about it is because he has the Playboy.
Right.
It's a circular argument.
Yes, it's both.
All right, and why? Why all the strong feelings?
I don't
surrounding
know. I
this?
just feel like maybe it's just being insecure about being compared to another woman or something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it comes down to that. But I just think, well, if he can see, okay, this is the way I put it with him. Anything that you would be uncomfortable with another man seeing me do, you shouldn't see another woman do. So if he would be uncomfortable with me stripping for other men, then he shouldn't see another woman strip.
Does he have to whiz sitting down too?
No.
Or is he allowed to stand? Because you wouldn't do it
No.
that way.
No.
Okay.
No, it's no.
All right. All right.
I have a theory here. I have a point.
Let's hear the theory.
That's the
may
theory.
have
Don't
been
you
it.
think? I mean, it is.
Hold on a second.
What, you don't think
Let
there's
me just say
anything
this,
to that
April.
theory?
There's something to
Well,
it.
there's something
not
to it, but-
much, but a little bit.
Okay.
But let me just say this. First off, it's a horrible sign when you say I have a theory and then the person says, "Well, let's hear it," and you go, "I just did it." And actually, in anything, like if you go,
Yes.
"I'm going to audition with something from Cat off a hot tin roof," and you go, "Oh, let's have it," and I go, "I did it."
Unless you're
gonna
going to be the fastest gun in the West
No,
or something.
only time it's good is like when you're a dentist.
Yes.
You need root canal.
It's all done.
It's done.
Yeah.
All right. So, here's the theory. Here's the flaw in your theory.
Okay.
All right.
Flaw is
And
how
I'm-
different men and women are. And
True.
go ahead.
This is
Yeah.
how it
I'm
works.
sorry.
I say that,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you jump in.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, how dare you?
I beg your pardon.
The flaw is how different men and women are. No, Drew's right. Men and women are different.
Profoundly,
And when you start when you start whatever theory you have from, we're both going to start from the same point. It's flawed because we're not.
But
the
we
same.
aren't, because that is why my theory is the way it is, because I didn't say, oh, well, you don't look at other women naked and I won't look at other men naked, because I understand that,
Right.
you know what I mean? I mean, me looking at naked women or naked men is not
Right.
going to arouse me
Right.
physically
Right.
the way him. I mean, of course not. That's why I use the theory that way. Anything you would
Drew
not
could
want.
get you going.
If
by the
you
way.
wouldn't want a man, you know what I'm saying? If you wouldn't
Right.
want other
But
men being
is-
physically aroused watching me, then why?
Is
should
your concern? Here's what I think Adam is relating to in this theory that I
Mm-hmm.
like too, is that it's the exploitation of women that's bothering you.
that's huge.
Or
That's part
okay,
of it. Yeah.
so that because that's a viable position, but
that's
to
key.
start being, he's comparing me to other people and stuff. That's missing how men work entirely. That is
Right, and
men
that
don't
and
work
that
like
I honestly believe like that's something that if that
Men
were my
do-
insecurity, that's my problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand that because I know that when he, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that he loves me and I know that he finds me attractive, or we wouldn't be together.
let's get really all the way down to it.
All right.
Do you think he what happens if he masturbates and is thinking about somebody else other than you? Not looking at pictures, but just thinking about somebody else.
I would kill him. I actually ask him.
That's not.
I ask
not,
him.
It's not
Oh,
possible
no.
for a guy not to do that.
No, don't tell me that.
That's-
No, it's
that's
better
in-
than
no,
he.
it's-
Then
it's
you know
in
what?
the- he lying,
He
though.
lies, and it's good,
Yes.
and he should lie.
No,
because
That's fine.
I don't need to know
That's
that.
You
fine.
should
That
attack him for
he-
lying when he gets home.
Because
No,
males
he should
males
lie
have
about
in the
lying, too.
biology
I'd
of the male.
rather
but listen,
him lie.
in the biology of the male is a necessity
course.
We have to.
for
Of course.
diversity
We have
in
to.
arousing thoughts. It's,
That's
just,
fine.
it's in the biology.
Okay.
I'm
It's
doing
there.
it with my foot.
Now,
right
he doesn't
now.
You know
tell
you're
you
getting
about
him
it.
in trouble right now.
He doesn't
No,
have to tell you about it.
Totally kidding.
Well, he's done the right thing. He lied to you about it.
He's lying.
No,
Sorry.
you're right, and he's right
Diabolical.
because at that point I would
Serial killer.
rather, sometimes he says things and I'm like, I don't need to know that
Good.
that's in your head.
That's good.
It's
Right.
better I don't know.
No, I
because
like
you can't
April's
change
logic.
the way
It's
you
very
think.
consistent all the way through.
Hold on, she hasn't given it yet.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
All right.
Well, I like the theory.
Well,
that
I got to give you guys something to listen for, right?
All right.
I got to
No,
give the
I'm-
listeners something. I'll have a theory by the end of the
I'm on the edge of my
end
chair.
of the time.
All
I
right.
like your theory.
I know, I like the too.
Avoiding
Right.
exploitation of women is good.
Yeah. good
Not
thing.
wanting to hear how men actually function. I can't blame her for that.
All right.
Right.
All right. She gets her boyfriend a lie. Look, here's what I'm saying. You're young, you're 23. Well, eventually, you just run out of steam. You don't care. You just
Right.
don't care. You could walk in, he'd be on top of your sister and your mom, and you just step right over him to get to the kitchen.
All right.
Those days will come.
That'll be good.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
It's a
Marie?
relief. It's a relief. Let's
Okay.
face it. But it won't be quick.
I'm looking forward to it.
Is this Marie or
Mari?
Mari or
It's Mari.
Mari?
Okay.
What's happening?
Nothing. I have a question for you,
All right.
but I'm really nervous.
All right.
Don't be
baby, it's
nervous.
You're
okay.
doing fine.
Okay. So my question is, like, I don't know, concerning my period, I guess. I'm abnormal. Like, I'll have my period every 9 months or so.
Every 9 months.
Yeah, like, it's really
Wow.
weird. I went to the doctor. They
Called
said I
a
was normal.
miscarriage.
But I found that, like, every time, like, I'll go a while without having sex. And, like, this time, my boyfriend's been gone for the last 2 months. And when he came back, we had sex last night. And then I, like, started
Wow.
bleeding this morning.
Right.
And it happened the same time he came back. Like, last time he came back, me and him had sex. And then the next day, I started
And
my
Kapowie again.
So, I don't know. Like, what's up with this? Like,
Well-
I'll go a long
All right,
time
quiet.
without having it.
Quiet.
Okay, we got it. Got it.
Okay, well, first of all, I mean, it is normal for, I mean, if I'm around the time of starting my period and then I have sex, like, it does induce it. I think it does happen a little bit sooner than normal.
And some women bleed with sex every
Yeah,
time.
that's true. And so, do you, my concern is that she doesn't have a period for so long. Do you work out a lot?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Well, let's explain that. That what you have is something called oligomenorrhea, and what April's asking about is if you're underweight, severely underweight, sometimes that will cause you to lose your period. So
No,
that's a viable
no.
question.
I'm not underweight. I'm, like, normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Here's the
Not
deal.
super
You have
skinny, but not
oligomenorrhea.
overweight, so.
And you have unstable lining of the uterus. So when you have sex, the uterine lining go ahead and is stimulated to come off. And for some reason you're not cycling normally. Maybe you're not ovulating. Maybe you have anovulatory. So it's hard to know. Maybe you're having cysts or endometriosis, or maybe it's what's called a hypothalamic pituitary dysfunction. Where
Yeah.
The actual chemistry between the brain and the ovaries isn't properly cycled.
I had that.
And that's something that really should be evaluated thoroughly by your gynecologist. Has that been looked into?
It has been. I've gone to the
And what are they calling this? What's the name they put up on this
They
thing?
have never given me any name. They said that it's just, like, I'm still young. My body hasn't adjusted.
All right.
How old
No,
are you?
not at
Why
21.
not?
Not at 21. No.
way.
And if they suggested you go on the birth control pill, maybe?
They did. And when I
Yeah.
did go on birth control, like, I was on it for 2 months, and I had my period for 2 months, like, consecutively, and I took myself off that. There's
Again, this is all sign that you probably, if you ever had an ultrasound of your uterus,
Uh-uh.
you need more evaluation. It's all suggests that you've got a buildup there that sort of becomes unstable.
Where's your
periodically.
boyfriend? Why isn't he only blown into town every once in a while?
He works out of town up on the North Slope, so.
Oh, he works out of town. I see.
Yeah.
So that's why he comes into town.
Yes,
he's not
that's
in
why
the
he
town.
comes
What
to
does he
town.
do out of town?
He works up on the slope.
Oh, okay. Wait, let's get that down again. He works out of town. Up
He
on the
tends
slope.
the slope.
He's up on the slope. Doesn't tend
He's
to
up
it.
on the
Just
slope.
works up on the slope.
What?
North
By the
slope.
way, what does he do? Could there anything more basics? Like, what do you do, Drew? I'm out in Pasadena. Yeah.
Up
Not
the
where,
north side.
Not where do you do it? Oh, he's north side. All right. What's he do on the north side?
He builds scaffolding, like
Oh,
for the oil
God, does that-
companies.
Oh,
You know,
job's
Caterpillar?
got to suck.
Yeah.
All right.
Scaffolding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Putting up these
construction
columns
up
The oil
there.
companies.
from Alaska.
The rigs.
Scaffolding.
Yes.
Is he out on a rig?
No, he's not. He's up on the range. I don't know, out in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
This is akin to trying to understand what her father did for a living.
Yeah. Wildcat.
Yeah.
All right, Mari.
Yes.
Yeah, go back to your
Get to the gynecologist. You
native
need further workup.
gynecologist.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what a
And,
perfect opportunity. What do you think? Shall we? Shall we? April, we are occasionally visited by Chief Running Bear. Yeah, this is Chief Running Bear, who is a Native American gynecologist, speaks only
Is he
Navajo,
giving her advice right now?
Paiute. He's saying a prayer. This is his prayers. He's wishing you well. I think he's having a coronary. Okay, Chief. Chief.
Hey,
Would you like to tackle Mari or maybe Christine, who's coming up? Christine can't orgasm. with her boyfriend. It's hard to believe. I know it's very difficult to imagine.
Is that really someone who's calling? Can't orgasm?
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to talk
Oh,
about
here we
that.
go.
I'd love to talk about that.
Adam would like to know what you have to say.
But the last one, I'm wondering.
I
if
mean,
she,
Chief Running Bear. I beg your
She
pardon.
said that she was on birth control for 2 months
Yeah.
consecutive, and she had 2 consecutive
No.
periods.
She
I'm wondering.
bled continuously.
Oh, okay. I'm like, why did she? All right, then.
Okay, one.
So,
Moving on, let's talk
consecutive
about orgasms.
No, Chief says yes. And, Chris, coffee, please. Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
No,
Now,
get
Chris, how many times do you have to request? Please, Chris.
Chief,
it's okay. It's all right. You know.
Hey,
I know.
retarded. Yeah.
$10 an hour.
Hey,
Chief.
hey,
$10.
no, hey,
Yes.
too much, hey, too
no.
much wampum. Hey, I can hit you.
Okay. Christine.
Yeah, hey.
17.
Yeah, catch you.
Christine.
Yeah, hey.
Christine.
Yeah, hey.
Chief. Oh, yes. What's going on, Christine? You're on with Chief Running Bear.
Well, me and my boyfriend have been together for about 4 months now, and I can't seem to have an orgasm when we have sex.
Sex?
How long have you been having sex? Just since you've known him?
Yeah, for about a month now.
And Chief was asking, you're
Well,
only, wait,
we'll
you're
figure it out.
you're interested in having an orgasm during intercourse?
Right.
That's what you can't do? Chief?
I can't.
They hit you. Okay,
Chief. Christine, the Chief wonders if your boyfriend attempts oral sex.
If
That
you
doesn't necessarily work.
Chief. Okay,
It doesn't
Chief is insulted. Hold on a second. He says you've never. Wait, I can't repeat that. This is a guest. I know you. Shh. More coffee, Chris. Coffee, please. Coffee. April. Chief puts great spiritual value in that act. Yes, no kidding. Yes, he says it very, very much so. The oral sex.
Well, he's
in his experience,
he doesn't have a vagina.
no,
so
but in his experience, when he has encountered one, they never function without that. That's what he says.
Okay.
Really?
Christine, on the other hand, let me interpret what she's telling you, Chief. Fall out like slot machine at Indian reservation.
Hey, pie gal.
Okay. So, okay.
Hey,
is he going to do that for the rest of the time
No.
that I'm here?
He's insulted. Oh, he wants you to get coffee.
Somebody get him.
April.
I'll get him coffee if he'll stop.
Okay. Christine.
Yeah.
Why do I always break a sweat when Chief Running Bear comes around here? I know. I'm sorry, Chief. I'm sorry. Shh. He's saying a prayer. He's getting back into his spiritual space to deal with Christine's orgasm problem. Okay. Christine. Yeah, so you try. You've been with your boyfriend for 4 months. You've been having sex with him for that time, yes?
Mhm.
He's your first sexual partner?
Yes.
And you've only been attempting to have orgasm through intercourse.
Right.
Okay.
I know. Christine, the Chief has some advice on various positions. And he looked to April.
He did some hand motions and describing a few.
It's hard for me.
I used my imagination, but I think I figured out what he was trying to show me.
I lost the translation, but maybe you can help a little bit.
Get your reverse tomahawk. Yeah.
Okay. But Christine, can you have an orgasm by yourself?
Yes.
That's what I was going to ask.
You can.
Okay, can I ask her some
Yes,
questions?
please go right ahead. Well,
Okay.
Chief.
What,
Okay,
do
go ahead.
you use something or do you use your hand?
Hand.
Promise?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, don't let people. Women lie about how they masturbate. I'm just saying, women lie about how they masturbate.
Why?
Because sometimes we use odd things.
Well,
and so
Like what?
it's good to know.
Chief is very interested.
We'll get to that. But
Anyway.
so how do you? Where do you? How do you
Chief, nitroglycerin. This is under your tongue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Cheeky.
Coffee.
how do you where do you put the pressure when you are doing it? No, this will help. I promise. Like, is it a clitoris thing or
Yeah.
Or an internal thing.
or internal?
Internal?
It's internal.
Okay, because I'm the same way.
Yeah, hey.
Oh wait.
Wait, now.
No,
Hey, no,
No, I'm telling. I'm going to give her some good advice. I'm telling you.
please.
Well, we
Well, no.
tried
You know
oral
what's
sex,
interesting,
but-
Christine?
Because sometimes you need pressure in both areas, and it's hard to find the right position to do that.
But
I'm saying.
the thing about women is they all function very, very
Totally.
differently.
That's why I'm asking her where she
and a
likes
woman
that.
that can have an orgasm with intercourse is extremely rare. It's
hey,
exceedingly
hey,
unusual.
hey,
As God is the chief's witness, as the many gods are his witness, as the hawk who
can do
soars
it.
in the
But you
sky
can do
tells
it.
him when he sees him soaring past, he thinks of his sexual. No, don't. I don't want to hear about your sexual exploits, Chief. I beg your pardon.
Okay.
All right, we got to get to it.
Yeah.
Chief, you okay. Let's hear from April.
Hey, no, wait, hey.
She was trying to give Christine some good
Why,
advice.
yeah.
No, I'm
Hey.
serious. I mean,
you're not
you just
chopped
have
liver,
to. Are you comfortable with this guy enough to just experiment and play around? Because you just have to find out what works, and you have to try to do whatever you do to yourself. You have to try to make the pressure go there with him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
You know what I mean?
you might attempt. Here's a couple of people. Maybe some oral sex also, and do not be afraid to instruct a male what you need.
Totally. They love it.
They're completely looking for that.
They love
Chief,
it.
would you agree?
No, hey.
Of course.
Hey,
of
no.
course.
Chief, turn headdress
Yes, I
around
saw
for
that.
one thing.
Do you know how to? Do you know how to use your Kegel muscles?
Yeah, hey,
He does. Chief does.
No.
But
Hey.
since we're
All
okay,
right.
get some
Hey,
coffee. Hey, would you take the Chief out, please,
Yeah.
Chris? I appreciate it. Thank you, Chief. Very, very helpful. Thank you so much. So,
Yeah, I'm back.
April. Oh, thanks, Adam. But
All
Chief
right.
would really
Well,
do a
that was
great
the
job.
Chief.
He was,
was bad
as
man.
usual, he's amazing.
But
But
he looked like he needed a warm up on the coffee.
You know what? Yeah.
He needed warm up.
Listen.
All right,
but listen. Here's the deal.
we gotta go to break,
He's
yeah.
now working at a casino.
Oh,
The Chief. It's
great.
amazing.
Found
Yeah.
gainful employment. All right, because I knew he was driving a van out here
You
for a
notice
while.
that?
April Matson here tonight from Quintuplets on Fox Wednesday nights, 8:30. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready.
LoveLine is brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Law enforcement is cracking down from coast to coast. No matter where you are, if you drive under the influence, you will be arrested. You drink and drive, you lose.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Jamie Kennedy in here tomorrow night. April Matson in here tonight from Quintuplets on Fox, 8:30 Wednesday nights. And, of course, can't forget to mention Crank Yankers, my beloved Crank Yankers, on tonight on Comedy Central, 10:30.
Crank Anchor.
I think Ludacris is doing a voice for us tonight.
Oh boy.
So you want to make sure and check that out. Let's get back to the phones. We'll speak to Beth, who's 21. Beth,
Hi.
what's up?
Nothing. I was wondering what you guys think about. I want to experiment, and it's more me than my boyfriend. I want to try like a threesome or like the whole swinger thing, the foursome.
Mm-hmm. Foursome. Well, now, a threesome means you, your boyfriend, and a girl,
Yeah,
correct?
or it's like a couple and us, and then
Right,
you.
well, that's the foursome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos.
In which case, do you have sex with the guy the other guy?
Yeah. Like you
Okay.
just switch part.
No,
like,
I'm hip.
Girl
I'm
and I
hip.
switch. Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Saddle up.
Yeah.
Wear a condom, please.
All right. So something's a little. You got a little screw loose. Yeah. What happened?
What happened to you, Beth?
Where's your dad?
Where's my
going on?
dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home. Working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He works from home.
Why do you need that chaos in your life?
Yeah. What's going on? Something's happening.
Is there violence in your home growing up or something?
That what?
Some aggression or violence? Your dad alcoholic or something?
No, my parents are just really overprotective. Like,
No.
I guess they would punish me more than my brother, I guess you could
Would
say.
they hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Would they hit you with objects?
When I was younger, yeah.
Okay. Oh, one didn't count when she was 3.
Oh, yeah.
Spanked or hit?
This is not a normal impulse. This impulse comes from abuse.
Well, hit with objects, but what if the object's like a Nerf bat or something?
A feather duster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a swatch of velvet or something.
No, I'm sure Beth got belt and
What do you
all
get
kinds of
hit with?
things.
You get hit with combs, belts.
Yeah,
What else that you
like
find in
sticks
the
and
closet?
Spoons.
Wooden spoons.
I got hit with the belt,
Oh,
but I
did
was
you?
not abused.
No.
I got spanked. I mean,
Sure.
it was not.
Don't get Drew started.
Hitting with an object is abuse. It has an effect on the brain's development.
No.
It just does.
All right.
All right.
It just does.
All right. Well, wait a minute.
And it may not. You may be able to manage it, but it has an effect on development, and usually it creates impulses like this.
Well, knocked a few orgasms loose. I'll tell you that.
With April.
What's wrong with
April.
that? If that's what
Thank
the belt
you,
does,
Daddy.
just bring it on. Thank you, Daddy. Oh, Christ.
Hey.
All right. So, Beth.
Yes.
So, are your parents hyper religious or something?
No, they just have a lot of expectations, I guess you could say, because my dad's doing really well right now. Well, he's always done really well. Like, they put me in a private school with all girls. And
All right. Well, it's a little payback time.
Yeah. Now
I
you're
mean,
going to act out against them.
if your dad ever found out about this, he would crawl out of his skin.
One
right?
of the one of the things that kids do when they've been beaten is that they spend a lot of time trying to figure out ways to make trouble. And to be in an intimate relationship at your age must be very uncomfortable. And so a way to throw in a real serious
wrench
chaos,
into the
a wrench
gears.
into the mix is to do something like this, and that relationship will explode in a world of chaos.
All right. Well, and maybe not all that dramatic, but it's the beginning of the end when you're with somebody and you start talking about bringing in a third or fourth person.
And by the way, you're 21 and you're still under your parents. You're not 21, are you?
yeah, I'm 21. But, I'm not living at home. I'm living in my apartment.
You go to college?
Yeah, I'm going to college.
Junior college?
Excuse me?
Junior college?
UTEP?
UTEP?
UTEP.
UTEP.
In Texas. El Paso.
University of El Paso.
Oh, okay. All right. And your boyfriend, how long you been with him?
For a year now?
Okay.
Well, if you
Are
want to, if you,
you're ready for it to end, right?
Excuse me?
Are you ready for it to end?
No, we've just been having a lot of problems, I guess. And
No, it's not going to end. I hate him.
Just having a lot of problems. Okay. Well, clearly this is going to go on forever.
Yeah. Well, this relationship, the road you're heading down, will bring it to an end, a screeching halt.
And by the way, Beth, I don't know what it is, but so plotting. Like, you ready for? I mean, it's like,
Well, this
are
is
you
the-
are you
it's a
are you
passive-
going? Are you
it's a
living?
little-
Are you living at home? It's like, are you 21? Come on now. And yes, it is a passive aggressive thing, and it's a weird thing, and everyone thinks I'm,
It's
a
something we have to
hypersensitive
No,
prick,
no.
which I may be, but I know it from doing this show. The people that were abused to some degree, beaten a little bit, whatever, kicked around as kids, they're angry.
They're hostile.
But you can't just go around being hostile to everybody, at least in an overt way. But one of the very interesting things that hostile people do, and you'll notice it from the person who's behind the counter at the car rental place, at the airport, to the hostess at the restaurant,
To
to
the
every
callers on LoveLine.
to the traffic cops, to the callers on LoveLine. Every question you ask them, no matter how simple or rudimentary it is, there's like, one Mississippi,
they're fencing,
two
too.
Mississippi,
They're coming to-
and then they answer. So everything feels like a little dishonest because it's like, how old are you? 22. It's like, first it's off, why'd you have to think about it so long? And then secondly, it's a weird way of being aggressive. You know what it is? It's equivalent to you sort of paying your bills in nickels. It's like technically you answered, but it was kind of Yeah, that little FU quality. And you have to wait on every answer, and it's a good way of screwing with somebody. Now, if you wait 10 seconds, someone's going to start yelling at you.
It also keeps you in control. When people have when they've been abused, the control becomes about everything. And then the other thing is it brings the abuse on you, which is acting out the abuse.
Start yelling at them to get it in gear.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, relationship's over. Don't get pregnant. Don't let this guy get you pregnant. And a little therapy. All right.
Be good.
There we go. Let's talk to Ruth. Ruth?
Yes.
You have a question for April?
I
Or
really don't
comment?
have a question. I have a comment.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
All right.
Brian.
Right.
You got
Hi.
to coach people that as soon as somebody comes, somebody talks to them, it's us.
All right.
Ruth.
All right. Ruth, here we go.
Hello. The comment that I have is because I heard her say that, she'd get mad at her boyfriend if he watches pornos or stuff like that. But I think it's fun to watch pornos with your boyfriend.
But see, it doesn't do anything for me. I mean, that's a personal thing. Honestly, like, I had a boyfriend before the one I'm with now that it made me not want to have sex. It made me so and it's the exploitation of women thing. It turns me off. I think it's so disgusting. I really believe that sex, for me, is about love, and it's like an intimate, emotional thing. And to watch two other people do it I just feel so, it's just disgusting to me. So, I mean, if people are into it, fine, they can do what they want, but it's like, it's not fun for me.
How I feel with my boyfriend, because we go to strip clubs and I dress like a whore for him.
I was just thinking, we could crack
I'll
Ruth
dress like a whore for my boyfriend in the privacy
like
of my bedroom. I'll dress like a whore. I'll dress however he wants me to, but it's me. I don't want him sexually aroused by other women. I would rather, it's like, I'm here, you can see me naked whenever you want. You can do whatever you want to me.
Yeah.
Why
Hold
would
on
you
a
need...
second. Let me explain the problem with that. He can see you naked whenever he wants. That's the inherent problem. That's why you need the Spice Channel, because he can see you naked whenever he wants. That's the problem.
But why does he? But he doesn't.
That's why
he doesn't want to watch
that.
porn. It's not like he goes, "Please let me watch porn," and I say no. He's not into porn anyway.
He's watching porn right now.
Yeah,
Probably. He's watching
No,
porn. You know why?
It's not
Because
my
thing. when the old lady's on the radio, you know exactly where she is. You see what I'm saying? That's your one time you really need to watch porn. Yeah. He's probably watching porn. I really hate to say it.
He's probably listening. Brian, you better not be watching porn.
No, he's watching porn and listening
to make sure
simultaneously. Yeah, he knows you're here. Yeah.
Right.
You want to give him to quit watching porn? Say you're running home right now. He'll pull his pants and probably hurt himself in the zipper. Oh, yes.
Go check the history. You ever checked history on the...
I have, and he got in trouble for it when we first started dating.
Shocking.
And he goes, I have the only computer. He lived with 4 other guys, and everybody uses my computer. But it was very consistently petite porn. Very consistently. Petite.
They have that.
Naked women.
Petite. They do that.
But he swore up and down, I looked at porn before we started dating. I don't anymore.
Sure.
What's his name comes into my room all the time.
No, it's a passing thing.
Whatever. I don't want to know.
Comes in his room.
I don't want to know.
It's a break-in crime.
Uses my computer.
It's like eating. You did it before you hooked up with your woman, but now that you're together, you don't need to eat or
eating.
breathe or anything.
But I like the way they have
it's all in the past.
The roommates break into his room and use his computer.
Watch the petite porn. All right.
Oh, no.
He's going to be fine.
It works in my mind, and I'm happy with it. And then I accept it, and he lies, and we're both happy, and it's fine. We have a healthy relationship.
You'll live forever. It'll go on forever.
He lies, I believe him, and we're happy.
Look, here's the thing. This all has to do with young energy, but I really do, and it's mildly kooky. But I'll tell you the part about it I like. Look, this is the way I feel. If I close my eyes, it go away. He's not hurting anything. I don't need to be creeped out by it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I know. Right. Listen, and I'm with you. Like there are those people who are like, have you ever seen a magnified a radio magnification of what's on a hotel pillow? You would never sleep in a my point
really
is
in
like
a hot dog?
my point is I want to sleep in another hotel and I'd like to have a hot dog when I go to the ball game. So therefore, I don't want to see what's on the pillow. Yeah, there you go. And I'm still alive, aren't I? I've been to 1,000 hotels, yes?
Yeah.
All right. I like that. All right. Let's get it down. Let's break it down now. Get a hand in. Take a knee, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Let's go. That helmet is not a chair. Let's move forward. goes to strip clubs, dresses like horse. Now, hold on
I
a
was
second.
freaked out at first too, but now I'm 30, and now it's fun to explore it.
Yeah,
So
the energy.
You don't
dies
have
out.
any kids, do you, Cuckoo?
Must. Oh, yes.
I do not have any kids now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What happened? Taken away by the state? What happened?
I don't have any kids because I'm a teacher and I work with kids all day. So but sex would be fun.
Miss Strumpet, I have a
Very
question on the
reassuring.
spelling of that.
What do you teach? Just so I can. Now I'm going to freak out. Now I'm looking at the pillow.
She's working with Drew's kids.
Ugh.
Sure. She teaches an ethics class.
No, I
What do you
don't.
teach?
I work with
What-
young kids.
What do you teach?
Preschool.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah. At a certain age, you're not a teacher. You're a farmer. Really, you just herd the kids around. You got a couple. It's like livestock.
Little
You're
sticks.
moving around. Make sure the thing doesn't impale itself on the fence again, Herb. Would you please? Come on, let's keep it moving now. Right? Is he just you just sort of push him?
Except the reality is I would not disparage preschool teachers because I still have great affection and
Sure.
appreciation
No.
for what we got from preschool
No,
teachers.
you gotta be. You gotta.
No.
At
Seriously.
least
And you know what? If
ADIQ to
that's
do
what,
that.
if even if Ruth were into that, and
Drew, you know what? I think a dog. I think your dogs. You have those Australian shepherds.
Yeah.
They're smart enough to handle your kids like
Oh, yeah.
0 through 8.
no,
Herd them around.
right now they can
Keep them out of trouble.
Right now.
Keep them away from the pool. They can still handle them, right? Get away from that pointy thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Where are we? A quick
Taking a
call.
break,
or
taking a
whatever?
break.
Taking a break.
Yeah.
Quick call.
No, break.
April Matson is here tonight from Quintuplets, Wednesday nights, 8:30 on Fox. A spirited show tonight, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
April's inspired us with her honesty and refreshing,
I
youthful
Candor.
outlook.
tell you
on
anything you want to
candor.
hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie Kennedy in tomorrow night, by the way, from the, I'm guessing, the Jamie Kennedy Experiment. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. April Matson here tonight from Quintuplets on Fox, Wednesday nights, 8:30. All right. Jamie Kennedy in tomorrow night. And we're going to hop on the phone, huh?
Sherry.
Yeah.
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 Not a check.
All right. Sherry,
Yes, this is Sheree.
you're 22?
Yes, I am.
Sheree.
I
What's
have
up?
actually two questions. My first is cramps. I get them during sex, and then I also lactate during the placebos of my birth control pills.
During the placebos.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not good. You want any other medication?
Just Yasmin.
But any other medication
No.
besides your birth control pill?
Absolutely none.
Nothing.
Where
Well-
you're calling from San Leandro?
Yes.
Where is that?
It's by Oakland
Okay.
in the Bay Area.
Not complaining.
All right. There you go. What? So, Drew, what should you do?
Well, the lactation needs to actually be evaluated. Sometimes it can occur just from stimulation of the nipples, but there are tumors of the pituitary gland, thyroid problems that can cause that. So you shouldn't be
I already checked
lactating.
that out, and nothing was wrong.
So you're just one of those people. You're unlucky. So
What's
you've been,
worse, Drew? Lactating or blood in the urine?
Well, you're giving me a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up.
I was going to say blood in the fecal matter, but that's easy.
Blood in the urine for a young person is probably no big deal. For a young person.
Mm-hmm.
Young person, most of the time. But there can be all kinds of IgA nephropathies, all kinds of great stuff that can go bad.
And
can
which
have
goes better with
glomerulonephritis.
scrambled eggs? Urinated?
Glomerulonephritis goes
Blood?
with scrambled eggs.
Okay.
All
right,
But here's
so-
the deal, Sri. So the cramping is really what we have to zero in on then. And that could be nothing. It just could be sort of being too vigorous, or it can be an infection of the tubes. It can be endometriosis. It can be a
Well, I get it
cyst.
normally when it feels like it's too deep, but
Mhm.
I think that's the correlation, but I'm not too
Right, you get the visceral pain, but the question is, you're getting visceral pain just because you're stirring up your guts, or because there's an infection there, or an endometriosis or something
It
like
doesn't
that.
hurt every time.
And that needs to be checked out. Sure, there's no way I can tell you that just by talking. So.
Wow. I like to stir some
Is
guts.
it around a particular time in your cycle? Consistently at all?
It's just with sex, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
But you said it doesn't happen every time.
Exactly.
So have you noticed that it happens more right before your period, or?
Actually, well, I don't. I take my Yasmin, so I don't have a period for 3 to 6 months because I don't like it.
Drew, what is that Yasmin? I've never heard of that.
It's a low dose. It's a progesterone pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she takes it continuously. She doesn't bleed.
That's what I would do.
Is that really bad for you, by the way, to go that long?
Absolutely not. There's no reason you have to have a period. Most gynecologists now are just giving it continuously.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're suggesting
It's like a gallbladder. We don't need it anymore.
Pluck it out.
It's gone. I'm going to take it out.
Suck it out.
Yeah. Just get that shot back. Get rid of that period. If you got enough PSI on that thing, it'd suck like 8-10 years up the road.
That's good.
You get into the future.
Yeah, clean it all up.
That's right. We don't go too hard. They'll come inside out.
Oh.
Pull the head out right through the vagina.
Oh,
yeah. Have you seen that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's prolapse. It's a prolapse body. Yeah, you suck. I'm serious. Now, if you put a shot vac on your vagina and it sucks up hard enough, like if you got a good one.
It'll turn it inside out.
Not
If you
just-
got a good vagina or a good shot vac?
not your vagina.
Vagina's got to be shaped just right to get the seal. But yeah, we'll actually suck your head through there and you turn yourself inside out. It's like when a snake eats
That's
its tail.
disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't say it was pretty. Very. If you've seen it, you'll not masturbate for hours. Maybe moments after seeing that.
Oh, it hurts to think about.
Yeah, it does.
Cringy
I don't even
over
have one. I barely have like a half a vagina and it hurts.
Oh my god.
Taylor,
Yes.
you're 14.
Yeah.
Why did you call the show?
Why did I call the show?
No.
Why did you call the show?
Why does one call?
I had a question for you.
Yeah, why don't you speculate on other callers? Yes, what is that question?
Well, first of all, I wanted to thank you guys because you're the reason that I reported my uncle who molested me. You guys were the ones to encourage me, and I want to thank you.
God
Really?
bless you, Taylor. Good
Good.
job. Is he in jail now?
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we're having an impact on this pandemic we're having.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And what's up tonight?
Okay, I have like some really weird fetishes, and I was wondering like what causes those and can they be cured?
Well, your uncle and
abused
they
you,
can
yeah.
probably be controlled or held in check.
Yes, they cannot be unwired. Very likely.
Okay.
They can sort of the intensity can be brought down. The volume
Well,
can be turned
it's
down.
like you can get someone to quit smoking. You can't get the guy to stop thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
What is the fetish you have?
I have like a couple. Like one of them is poop. And
Poop.
like another one, I'm so serious. I get off to like thinking about my parents having sex.
Well, that's you and your boundarylessness. You know this.
Wait,
is,
poop? How is poop?
Yeah.
Like when you poop, it turns you on, or when you think about poop, it turns you on?
Yeah, when I think about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I had nice number
don't
two
I get really
tonight,
excited about pooping. Don't get me wrong, but it's never been sexual.
Yeah. Right.
I enjoy it. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Right, Tommy?
Yeah. What do you? Are you regular? Because I'm good for like 2-3 times a day.
That's
No
good.
way.
That's optimum health.
What's the matter with you?
No, that's good.
Yeah.
They say that if you eat 3 good meals a day, that you should poop that many times.
Yeah. For me, it's
So
just a lot of
does
coffee
it
and
float or
cigarettes.
sink?
Oh, good point. Oh, me?
Yeah,
Mine hovers like a sub that's surfaced, but not like a ship that's
that's
on top
good.
of the
That's
water.
good. That's healthy poop.
Thank you.
I've read up on that. That's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on, Taylor. I got to talk to Drew about this. Drew, there's 2 things I've learned from Drew during the course of the show. One is he claims that almost everybody has warts. That makes me think Drew has warts. And the other thing he claims is it doesn't matter whether you go 5 times a day or once every day and a half. It's just as healthy, which leads me to believe that Drew goes once a week. So these are the 2 things I know about Drew. I am regular, man.
3 times a day.
Oh yeah,
I'm surprised you have time
I'll
to
do that
do
a lot too.
You have time for that?
No, I wear a diaper.
Okay.
I do it. I do it when I'm
Okay.
driving
All right,
all the
well,
time.
then-
So commuting. Yes, I'm talking into a dictaphone. I'm driving and crapping myself.
Unacceptable. Where's Stewie when I need him?
That's what I do. I dictate, and also oftentimes I'll be talking to my assistant, also having a cell phone, also doing some paperwork,
And taking
and
a
making
crap.
into my pants.
Unacceptable.
There we
Yeah.
go. Thank you, Stewie.
Yeah, I have a very active lifestyle. I don't have time to crap. And by the way, when you crap, and back me up, April.
Mm-hmm.
When you crap 3 times a day, sometimes even 4 times a day, you're in and out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Here's the deal.
minute.
I swear to God,
And-
when I was really into the heat of my residency, there was not time to pee, let alone crap.
Well,
and so you would go for long periods of time where you'd be like planning hours ahead. When am I going to get to a bathroom? How am I going to eat? This is stuff that, because you're in emergencies all day long.
Well, listen. Okay.
And
so,
so,
your lordship over
no,
there.
I'm just saying that
okay,
and nobody got sick because of it.
Drew's
you know what I mean?
saying because I'm an underachiever because I make twice a day.
You're a busy guy. I'm surprised you could do this. I'm surprised you have time for that.
Let me tell you something. I could take.
I walk into the bathroom 12 times a night with you. You don't make in there.
I could, if I had to.
But it's fast, is what you're saying.
I mean,
it just comes right out.
How do you get the peanut butter out of the carpet?
Literally moments.
Adam has got hair like a ring.
How dare you? I could crap.
He said once it was to find his anus was like trying to find Santa Claus's mouth.
Okay.
He did. And therefore, to clean that up takes a little time.
Here's the thing, Drew.
That's why you got that spray.
Let me say something about me. If you took a fungo bat and a baseball and you free-handed one out to the outfield, I could run to the toilet, pinch a loaf, and get back before the ball was caught. That's what I'm saying. I'm fast. And when you're now, here's the thing.
I'm wondering if the collar's getting turned. Are you getting turned on right now, listening to us talk about poop like that?
Let me find her. Oops,
Taylor.
I hung up on someone. Go ahead, Taylor. To make you hot?
Yeah, a little bit to be honest.
Are you turned on right now?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, hold on. 14.
I was like, oh my
God. All right,
God.
let me just say this, Drew. I know we're running out of time here, but I do when you're on the literally 3 times a day schedule. Bing bang, and then I know the guys who are the ones that they open the newspaper. They camp, they hunker down. Jimmy, oftentimes you have to use a calendar. You can't use a watch to measure
pages of calendar.
Seasons changing, leaves falling, snow, then flowers blooming. It's huge. Bears coming out of the cave. Yeah. But I think he craps like twice a year.
We'll talk more
That's
about
all.
Jimmy Kimmel's crapping schedule.
April Matson here tonight from Quintuplets. Get a quick break. Be right back.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Hey, everybody, it's the LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Jamie Kennedy in tomorrow night. April Matson in tonight from Quintuplets on Fox Wednesday nights, 8:30 with our good friend Andy Richter. A little pompous.
Yeah, April, you seem to have really inspired Adam tonight because 5 minutes on poo. I just walked to the bathroom with him and back.
It was all poo.
5 minutes. I've never. Our relationship has reached a new level.
It was a
plateau of some type.
Poo rock block.
A rock block. He told me that his poos were not like marble stuck together. They were soft swirl.
That's good.
I sat quietly and listened.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought, wow. Things are really.
And did you also notice another interesting thing that I know about poop is that your poo is at its optimum health when you don't even need toilet paper. Like when you wipe and there's nothing on it. That's really healthy.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you?
Can't be bad.
Do you ever wipe and you go, I didn't even need to wipe?
Yeah. And then
that's great.
But then you got the hair thing.
No, there are times when I wipe and I get nothing, in which case I reuse the paper. And then there's
blow your nose with it, right?
There's the times when it's like you're on your 9th and it looks like your first wipe, and it's like you swear it's like a mechanical pencil, like you just keep inching the lead out. And at a certain point, it's like I got to go back to work. All right, and then you start making deals with yourself, like, what? It's not like I'm not going to shower. I'm going to shower.
That's the peanut butter the carpet thing.
Yeah, it's like it's going to keep going. No, there is no. There is. It's like it's really it's like a push-up stick or something. It's like an endless supply. Like each wipe brings out another 2 millimeters of Duke, and the process just keeps going all the way through the roll. And at a certain point, you got to get on with your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
All right.
And you go back to making yourself in the diaper.
I got one of those toilets.
Oh yeah.
I got one of those toilet seats that squirts the water at your ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Show ass.
It squirts.
It's
I
show
hate
ass.
that. Like when you
hate
pee
it.
like in an airport and they have the automatic flushers.
No. This
But
is actually designed to.
But I'm just saying, like the fact that like it when it does that at all, like grosses me out. I wouldn't want it. Like I wouldn't purposely get a toilet that squirt water on my ass. But why is that?
It's not like toilet bowl water
Why do you
coming
take
at
it?
you. It's water.
Yeah, it's fresh water, but this still feels weird.
Well, it's like
Does
a
it clean
bidet.
it up?
Bidets.
Oh, what do you take a shower, right? You got water
Right, but I
dumped
don't
on
have
your
water
head.
squirting directly into my butthole.
Well, if
right?
you got a nice shower, you do. I mean, you get those ones with the multi.
Take the handle off.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, it definitely. Look, you have to know it's coming, otherwise it'll surprise you. But once you get used to it, it's a hard habit to break.
Yours is a warmed water and everything, right?
It feels like God just went. It's like God took a mouth of stream water and just went. It's beautiful. Nothing better. You feel refreshed, invigorated, and ready to take on the day.
Oh my!
You should get one. You should get one.
I'm gonna look into that.
God went.
Yeah.
God just blew.
Here's what God
past
did.
you.
God took a big
blast.
mouth. No, he doesn't use a glass. He drinks
A blast.
A blast. Yeah, he took a big gulp of stream water
Yes.
from the
Yes.
from the Rockies.
Yes.
You know when they shoot
From the
where they
source.
shoot
From
the
the
Coors
source.
commercials.
The source. Yes.
Took a big thing of that, and then he rolled it around his mouth a little while, so it got warm. You know what I mean?
So it's body
He
temperature.
warmed it up, and then blew it right up my ass.
You know,
Yeah.
before you said that, I might have tried the toilet.
Now you're done.
That's excellent.
Now you're done.
That's excellent.
Now,
Yeah.
not so sure.
Can you go to the angels to deliver it instead of God Himself? Maybe April won't be quite so
Yeah,
intimidating.
angels deliver it,
Yeah.
but it's
it's a little
awesome.
nicer.
Yeah, and it
Image.
really cleans you up. And there's nothing like it because sometimes you get out of the shower and realize, got number 2 brewing here. You know what I mean?
Well, because you're all relaxed because of hot shower, your body
right.
gets all relaxed.
This saves you a trip back to the shower. You know what I'm saying? All right, Shay,
Yep.
you're 25.
Yep.
What's happening, baby girl?
Well, I've been in a monogamous relationship with my boyfriend for 5 years, and I'm one of them lucky 30th percentiles who can have orgasms during intercourse.
Awesome.
The problem is that when I finish, most times before him, I experience some extreme pain, lower abdominal, and mostly through like swollenness in my vaginal area.
I think it's called swelling. So the fact that the pain comes on after the orgasm, do you think the orgasm, the contractions or whatever, are triggering the pain, or is it just because it's been going on long enough that you have an orgasm now? And also, when you're sort of done, you can sort of feel it now, too.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it's after the orgasm is for sure done, not necessarily because of the length of time.
But do you have I mean, I guess some women have like a refractory period, like I'm sort of, I had my orgasm, I'd like to stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think you got to figure something out with your boyfriend so you're not.
I definitely don't like to continue after I'm done.
All right.
Yeah, you'll get dry and painful. It's normal
Listen,
to feel pain.
I'll meet you at the fridge next time. you're
Unless
done,
you're
know?
going to have several in a row, right?
Well, and I don't like that, though.
She can't do that.
Oh.
That's you. She
That's
can't
you.
do that.
That's you. That's April.
April's like, oh my God, how could that be?
I know. I'm like,
know.
let's do it again.
She's bogarting
Again.
all the orgasms.
I enjoy the feeling. It's great, but that's enough. When I'm done, I'm done.
What
She's
minute?
refractory.
How many minutes into it do you normally have your orgasm?
At this point, we've got it down to an art that it can be at 5 minutes sometimes.
Again, April's like, huh? 5 minutes? Huh?
And when does he have his orgasm, or if you
Usually
let
5
him?
minutes after I'm done.
Oh,
Can you, if he has an orgasm before you, can you have one? Like, can he have one and then still be in you, and then you do your thing and you have one?
Yes, but mostly I guess I'm all about the foreplay anyway, so usually I'm ready to go by the time I'm ready to go.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm
No,
not,
what
not
you're saying
really.
is you don't like to do it the way April's suggesting.
Not particularly.
All right. Well, look, here's the whole thing. You're at 5, he's at 10. You guys need to meet around 9, 8
Yeah,
and a half.
you're gonna figure it out the way to lengthen yours and shorten his, and just kind of figure it out.
But
What about the same time? Can you guys?
How about the same time?
Because you can time it to do it at the same time, right?
Oh, definitely. We've
you
done
can.
that before many times, but mostly I tend to finish before him, and like I said, it's the pain where then I don't even want him to finish. I'm like, go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we get that part. That's why you're... Okay, here's what I don't understand.
If you're able to do it simultaneously, why don't you just do that every time?
Right.
Well, I think that's like saying, you flip a coin and sometimes it lands on tails 5 times in a row. But it doesn't mean you can get it to do it all the time.
That's
flip
the
it
point.
enough.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the other thing. Shay, I like the fact that she just, what she reminds me of? She's like, I put my dog in the pool and I hang on to it, and the dog just keeps going.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, Shay, why don't you lengthen yours and reel his in a little so you can meet? Well, I have mine, and then I'm done.
We got that, Shay.
We got
that.
that. Got it, but that's good. Yeah. Okay, so the thing is she seems like she's worked so hard to get hers down to 5 minutes. Why don't you let yours go at the 10-minute mark, and then he'll have his a few moments later.
Yeah,
it seems like you guys have almost ninja-like control. I don't see what the big problem is. Shay, just have yours at 8 minutes and see if you can get him at 8. All right?
I'll do my best.
All right,
thanks, baby doll.
Right.
Good sport.
All right, let's talk to Kelly, who's 18. Kelly,
Hi.
what's happening?
Well, my problem is that when I masturbate, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's why it's that bad. Is that bad? Why is that a problem?
It's pretty distracting and annoying, actually.
So you don't have an orgasm?
I had one once, and I've only been doing it for a while.
So you start quaking so much that you can't have an orgasm.
Yeah.
Wow.
She can't relax to let that go to the next level there.
Interesting. And are you lying down, or are you
lying down
on a pogo stick?
Are you by yourself?
Right. I'm by myself.
And what do you do?
You're standing. You're lying
In
down.
your bed, in the shower. What do you
Bed.
do? With something or yourself?
Just my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will kind of work itself out.
Yeah.
You just got to keep.
How long does it take before the legs start shaking?
Almost immediately, like as soon as I start.
Oh. All right. Well,
Really?
you just push on through, baby. You'll be fine.
It's gonna take some time. Again, this is that biological mechanism that has to kind of come into being, has to come online. You have to kind of experiment with it and learn how to relax, and it may require a person, because some women actually have to feel intimacy in order for this biology to take form.
Yeah.
And so you may have to be in a close relationship and kind of work on it with a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever.
All right. But here's the thing: don't get too caught up in your head.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You just, whatever works for you, you'll dial it in. Don't be in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
Don't push. Here's the thing about pushing works for certain things, like doing chin-ups.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't work in, affairs of the mind. Like if you're you're nervous about going out on stage, you think, just push. You just screw it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's whatever. Whether you're singing opera or giving a presentation or trying to coax an orgasm out of you, that sort of break on through never seems to work.
Right.
I don't know why. It'd be nice if it would.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? All right, Drew.
Well,
Drew,
because
you
the
tired?
deal is,
Were you tired?
I'm just trying to figure out how to answer that in a way that's understandable. It's basically anxiety and stimulation of the sympathetic nervous system works against this, generally.
Yeah, it does. And it'd be nice. But I guess those people with even sounds like I'm making kind of a blanket statement here, but those people who are successful have a way of sort of essentially being able to push themselves sort of emotionally and not tacoing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're able to sort of suck it up that way.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, like Drew. That's why no time to crap. Drew, by the way, his car seat is a toilet. And there's just the blue ice comes falling out. You'll see it on the
It's
10
just
every
like
once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, just crap right out the bottom of the car.
You
Yeah.
don't have that?
No time to crap.
Might as well hatch.
Drew, I think we found the name of your next book. Dr. Drew.
No time to crap.
No time to crap. Yeah, you just with the dictaphone, raising the kids, lecturing, and making into an adult diaper.
Yeah.
Let's speak to Lee. You're 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening? You know, when Drew was in med school, he managed to actually plan his fecal outings.
But
days,
you
sometimes
would.
months in advance.
Not months, but
like
you'd have to figure out how that was going to happen.
Drew would talk to his pal, like, how's Tuesday? Not good. Have a seminar.
Horrible.
That's tough. Yeah, I got a lab that day, too. What's Wednesday? In the morning? No can do.
And you know how that science works, too, is that when the time to drop passes.
I was just going to say that. I was like, if
it.
you miss your little window of time, you're
It's called a mass movement. If the mass movement has passed, then that's it.
Is that really?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah, no,
happens to me all the time.
No, I know.
Mhm.
What? Just happened to me. It just happened.
Missed my opportunity.
My window was just
Had to
about
wait till tomorrow morning.
Things are painted closed. May not open ever again.
If you miss your appointment with your bowels,
That's it.
you got to schedule a new one.
It's like a therapist, too. You get charged.
Of my 85-year-old lady patients.
But Drew,
what are you going to be like at 90, Adam? What's going to be like?
Well, first I will be swimming in my own fecal matter.
And loving it, evidently.
Here's what
and talking about it, and like finger painting with it and things.
Here's what I'm going to be like when I'm 90. All right? I will have a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
With rubber waiter, like you go stream fishing in.
Yeah.
Waiter
Waiters,
like sewn into the legs of it, and big novelty suspenders, and nothing but fecal matter, surrounded by a moat of my own fecal. I'll be carrying around like some kind of crazy mascot. I will actually have hundreds of pounds of my own
You'll
fecal.
be making sandcastles.
People be putting their
Throwing
cigarettes
pots,
out.
Coil pots.
Yeah. All right. Even April's had enough cock and talk.
I can imagine.
What were we talking about? Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, no time to ask. Dr. Drew, everybody. All right, let's get to the phones. Hey, let's break it down.
Adam,
let's go
come on.
now. Let's help the
You're
kids.
embarrassing
Come on,
me
yeah.
tonight.
Break
Come
it
on.
down, April. Get in here. All right, grab a knee, gentlemen. And I use that term loosely. April?
Lee.
Yes.
I mean, Lee? Sorry, April.
Yeah.
Lee?
I just wanted to say first, I love the show. I've been listening for like 5 years now, and Adam, you're great. Love the Man Show. Too bad it's terrible now that you're not on.
Thanks. Thank you. That's my sincere hope that everything falls apart as soon as I leave.
That'd be good.
And I got the same feeling for the planet, by the way. When I'm gone, pow,
That's
up
it.
in flames.
What do you care?
No. Lee?
Yeah.
What's
I
your
got
question, buddy?
an interesting situation. I have an ex-girlfriend who been broken up probably about 2 months now, and she came to me probably about a week ago and said that she was interested in having a threesome with me. Even after we broke up, we still were having sex afterwards, probably for about 2 or 3 weeks. But now, she's offered a threesome, and I have a feeling it's with a new boyfriend. And not, it would be kind of weird if she just said, hey, why don't you come have sex with me and another girl? Too good to be true.
Huh.
So,
yeah, but this also falls under the category of sort of weird, like, hey, you have sex with my new boyfriend.
In fact,
and me.
more than weird, I sense danger.
Really?
This
sounds. The reason we broke up was she was a little cuckoo.
But Lee, this
fun,
is like
but
dangerous. Like, did she like throw knives at you or something when she get enraged? And
no, but she would get really angry sometimes, just out of control angry.
Yeah, this is like the kind of person that goes into a fugue and does things.
Hmm. What? Just because she wants a little threesome? Well, let me. Drew's allergic.
Bless you.
He's allergic to his own advice. Everybody.
All that poo talk, boy.
All right. Look, Lee.
Yeah.
No, I just somebody come back 2 weeks after a breakup. And go, hey, how about that's somebody looking for a profoundly.
All right, but it
evocative
doesn't mean she's going to stab you with a crocheting needle.
It makes me fantasize about that kind of thing. Anyway,
we'll do it silently. Lee?
Yeah.
First off, when someone proposes a threesome, your first question has to be with who?
I did, and she wouldn't tell me.
She wouldn't say male or female?
No, she told me, and I said, with who? And she goes, you're just going to have to wait and see.
Okay, but you have to get the penis-vagina thing straightened out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, why don't you just call her?
Just to see what could happen.
Yeah, and how did she have a new boyfriend?
I would assume so, but I don't know.
Well, why would you assume she has a new boyfriend if she's having sex with you and suggesting threesomes?
She's a little cuckoo.
Yeah, being cuckoo, there's plenty of people that are institutionalized that don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Well, not cuckoo, but she really likes sex. Really likes
Okay.
it. So
all right. I like about guys. Guys can they can be together with someone for like 2 years, and she's tell you what, she's something.
She's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I don't know her last name actually, but she's blonde.
But she likes sex.
She's brunette, I think, or might have been blonde. I don't know. Maybe a Jew or she could be atheist. She could be agnostic. She might be Mormon. Anyway, she's about 5'3" to 6'4", somewhere around there, 180 to 700 pounds. Like, all right, look, have sex if it's a chick. Be prepared for a lot of weird feelings and more chaos.
No. It just seems like like setting them up for something.
Lots of chaos.
Yeah.
There's chaos here. And yes, there is some weird setting up.
Yeah.
And does she want to get back together with him? Maybe this is some sort of
having
offering.
Sex? They kept having sex together already?
Lee, you broke up with her?
Yeah.
And she'd kind of like to get back with you?
I kind of get that feeling, but I've made it pretty clear that that's
you have, but your penis betrays you.
Right. You broke up how long ago?
Broken up for 2 months.
And continued to have sex during that 2-month period?
No, we actually stopped having sex about a month ago, but for that month after we broke up, we were still having sex.
All right. She wants in. You're screwing with her. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
All right.
Let her move on with her crazy life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here
comes the bogus.
All right. Yeah. What else?
I got a lot of crazy stories, and to be a guest on your show, can anybody come in? I know you got famous people all the time.
No, April, you got to leave. We're gonna get Lee in.
No,
Leah calling from San Diego.
They're gonna fire me, Lee. Don't say
I would
that.
drive up to LA. I'd stay up all night. I would love.
No. We'll bring the show out to you. I'll come out to your house. You don't have to come here.
I just want to say again, I love you guys. You guys are great.
Thanks, buddy. God bless you. All right. You can't be on the show. You got a lot of crazy stories. He's 22. When you've loved and lost like Lee has, the stories he could tell. Probably never been out of San Diego. One time, I went to San Juan Capistrano, but it was a couple days before the Swallows came back, so then I went back to San Diego. Yeah. Okay. All right. We TP'd this dude's house in high school. Yeah. I mean, I'm endless.
Wow.
Oh, I'm Roy Rogers over here, or Will Rogers. Mikey?
Yes.
You're 19?
Yes.
What's happening? Mikey the chick.
Yes, I am.
I dig that. What's up?
Well, I've been in the relationship, very monogamous, very serious to me. I feel like I love this guy, and like he's really special to me. He's super special, and I really love him. And like, I have a very, very, very hard time getting over like the fact that he said I love you to other girls before.
Get over it.
How many other girls?
I really try to. I've tried very many things. I've tried to like every single time like I feel that kind of like that feeling or that questioning. I try and tell myself, like you have to just trust him and you have to do it and you have to.
How many other girls has he been in love with?
Like 4.
How old is he?
He's 24.
24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like
how quick did he say it to you? How long were you with him before he said it? He might just be one of those guys
for probably like a month, but I mean as quickly as he wanted to say it to me, I wanted to say it to him. Like as soon as I got with him, it was just like intense like feelings and like I was just I don't know, I
Doesn't
kind
sound
of
good
felt
to me.
it from the start.
This guy sounds like a manipulator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Mikey, you know what Mikey's doing? She's sort of thinking with the energy of a guy in a weird 19-year-old way.
Yeah.
And you got energy. Where's your dad? Something's going on.
Because if she would go for associate or manipulator, her history would sort of suggest
I don't even know that he's a horrible guy.
Honestly, I would not think that. I would honestly not think that he's a manipulator at all. Like he's the most giving person I think I've ever seen. Like he's
I was gonna say he sounds a little distracted.
Unselfish. All right.
He's not at all. And my dad is like totally in my life. I have the drama with my mom.
Oh. What's
up with Mom?
What? Yeah.
What's
up with Mom?
Well, like my mom was like cool to be a mom for like the first year of my life, and then she decided that she was just gonna like bail out and like not be there. My dad raised me, and like there was a big part of my life where my mom had custody of me when I was a lot younger, and she was very like abusive.
Oh, Mikey.
Yeah.
And was she an alcoholic or an addict or something?
Yes, she was.
Yeah, that's what I get from this guy. is somebody who sort of is a survivor.
What's he do? Some form of construction?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, let me say something. Drew, I forget about Drew.
Yeah.
This is going to go horribly, but
no, I know.
Chris, what is my batting average when I call somebody and say, "What form is he in a form of construction?"
Good.
You predict it.
Good.
What's my batting average? I'm predicting things are going to go horribly when I talk to Chris. 100%.
Batting 1,000.
What is your bat? What is my batting? C plus. Two thumbs up. Star.
No, you're at least 85, maybe 90%.
I know. What is the batting average of the listeners going? Wow, how'd you know that?
0.
That's right. No one's ever done that. I've guessed people's jobs all the time on the show.
Yeah.
And it's a weird thing too. I know I'm just blowing smoke up my ass. What's my batting average on blowing smoke up my own ass?
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. You're fine. I'll warm up my coffee. Seriously. Here's the thing. I don't say it that much.
I know.
I say it once every 3 weeks.
So you say it when it's right.
Well, when it I don't know why it feels that way.
Don't talk to Mickey yet. Now paint the picture of this guy. She comes from the alcoholic, abusive mom.
Yeah.
This guy has said "I love you" at the age of 23 to 4 different women.
24.
And within a month of dating her.
In a month, he's saying "I love you," and he's the most giving, wonderful. How Mickey is not inclined to be able to judge that sort of thing.
Here's the other thing too. How does she know? I mean, why is he divulging this information? I know she's ripping it out of him, but why is he?
Yeah, why are you talking about that?
Why are you even talking
because
about
he's
it?
manipulating, knows what it
No,
does.
I honestly I wanted a really open, honest relationship. I wanted honest feelings.
Yeah.
And I think
Good.
maybe
Why don't you just you want
myself.
honestly crap with the door open? What about that? Why do you close the door when you go number 2?
Oh, because that's nasty.
We want it to be open. This is
I
worse.
poop in front of my boyfriend all
That's
the
right.
time.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
April's
Oh
saying.
But I don't want every detail of his relationship
She's
before me.
saying honor boyfriend. Actually, during the break, she's modified it. Now we're on the air. Hey, Mikey.
Yes.
Okay, we don't necessarily trust this guy.
We're concerned.
Either way, you're screwed up because of your abusive mother. How about some therapy for you?
I think is this guy smoking pot every day or something?
Huh?
Does this guy use pot or alcohol regularly?
No.
Nothing.
No, he used to, and that's the period of time when he was supposedly thought he was in love with these women.
When he was doing drugs.
When he was, yeah.
What
and
drugs was he? What drugs was he doing? Am I ever wrong about that? By the way, speaking of your construction
oftentimes,
predictions.
yes.
Okay,
What?
he was doing a lot of acid and ecstasy, and a lot of drinking and a lot of marijuana. It was just it was
Okay, Mikey, people don't just get over that kind of thing. It kind of submerges.
All right.
And he's an addict.
A year before he met me. You don't
He what?
think that's
He
time?
stopped.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
all right.
Stopped a
Look.
year before he
Okay.
met me.
Listen, Mikey. Listen to me. Would
Mhm.
you, I'm going to tell you a couple of quick things, and then we're going to go to commercial, and I got to talk more about poo with Drew.
Okay.
All right. Don't get pregnant. The first 3 things I want to say to you is don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant.
4th thing is go to Al-Anon.
No, I couldn't do that. I am too young.
Go to Al-Anon and get
a
19.
Don't
Go to
get pregnant.
Al-Anon.
Go to Al-Anon.
Get a sponsor. You are in a severely codependent relationship. I'm telling
Go
you.
there. Go to
This
Al-Anon.
guy will show himself to be an addict again.
All right. Your
guarantee
mom
it.
was abusive and an addict. You
Well,
got
that's
to
what
get
she's
some
attracted
help.
to, of course. because of
Okay.
that.
And he works construction. So here's the thing, too. You can actually thrown out of the union if you don't abuse alcohol or drugs.
Well, this guy got hit the
I had a buddy-
trifecta: acid, ecstasy, pot, alcohol,
Yeah.
and God knows there was many other.
I work with a guy named Mike who was written up for not being racist or racist enough. Oh yeah, you get fined, you get docked. You really, I'm
What do I
telling
get-
you, I work
what do you wanna say?
construction.
You think Mikey's boyfriend could be on workers' comp right now?
Ooh, Mikey.
Not at all. He's not at all on workman's comp.
All right.
He's gonna have back pain or headaches.
He's honestly he's like honestly if you can meet him and if you can know who he was, he's well rounded. He's comes from a very good family. He's
Doesn't have back
he's
pain or
very
headaches,
nice
anything like
guy.
that. Doesn't use pain medication.
No, not at all. He doesn't use anything.
Okay.
All right.
Did you lose your virginity to him?
And I feel that it's me that's not being fair.
All right. Just would you go to Al-Anon, please?
Yeah, work on the stuff with your mom. If that's what it is, you need to build trust because you've been violated so badly by your mom. That's another place
Go
you can
work
work
on
on that. There you go.
There you go. All right. Let's take a little break. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine.
LoveLine.
We'll be right back.
You know, Drew, smelling good is more than a smell. It's an attitude.
That's true, Adam.
It is?
Yeah. I know how to get that attitude, too.
How? Pray tell?
Axe deodorant body spray. You can't lose.
Hey, yo, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Jamie Kennedy in here tomorrow night. April Matson in here tonight. Quintuplets, name of the show, Wednesday nights, 8:30 on Fox with Andy Richter, by the way. Dear friend, Andy Richter. Good guy. Good people. Pompous ass. He's good and he knows it. Why shouldn't he be? It's not pompous. He's confident. He backs it up. Yes, Drew?
Yes, Adam.
Okay. Tracy?
Hi.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Abuse. What happened?
No. I have a problem masturbating.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I can't do it. It doesn't work for me.
You can't masturbate, or you can't have an orgasm by masturbating?
Masturbate, just in general. Like, I don't feel anything.
It's very common at 50. Under 20, that's actually very common. And,
really? Because, I even, I don't know, I've had boyfriends do it for me and just nothing.
Yeah. Well, you were not sexually abused, is that right?
Nope.
Yeah, it's very common for that sort of not to make sense or not to be motivating or not to be arousing. It's very, very common under 20, particularly for women. And we started the whole conversation this evening about orgasm. For some women, that is bizarre. That's how could that be? This is completely natural, and I respond, and it feels good. For some women, it just doesn't come online until quite a bit later. The biology doesn't sync up.
I mean,
unfortunately, there's really no source out there for women that really discusses this tremendous diversity in sexual responsiveness that women have. If it's everyone's supposed to have an orgasm, if they can't masturbate, there's something wrong and flawed with them. Tracy, there's nothing wrong with you. Just you'll figure this out. Just take your time. It will when the biology sort of comes together, when you relax, you feel comfortable in a relationship, then this will all start to happen automatically.
I mean, is there something at all I can do other than just wait it out? Because
again, this is how different a male and a female is. Believe me, there's not any point at which a guy doesn't feel anything and insists on masturbating because it just has to.
Right.
He feels something. That's why he masturbates.
Yes.
When you start feeling something, then feel free to go ahead and do so.
Yeah. And I wouldn't wait it out. I would launch tear gas into my vagina and go in after it, Radon and Entebbe style, like the Israeli commandos.
I think more of the caves in Afghanistan.
That's right. Flush them out. Yeah. Flush that orgasm out of there.
I mean, because it's also...
Bring it to justice, by the way. Got to bring that orgasm to justice.
It's also
trouble in the Middle East, by the way. Have you guys heard? There's trouble there.
Shocking.
Yeah, it's trouble in the Middle East.
What's that, Tracy?
Wow.
It's also problems for, boyfriends and stuff, because,
You're 15. Slow it down. Slow it down. It's not a problem for a boyfriend, by the way. It's about you, not about them.
All right. Tracy.
Yeah.
Here's what you got to do. I don't know why, but I've been thinking about this lately more and more. And I'm hearing it in Tracy's voice. If you're 15, everything's about what guys do or what you do or your vagina. You're 15. Focus on something at school.
Yeah.
By the way, learn who was in World War II and World War I and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't just focus on being alluring to men. I really think it just becomes a full-time job. There's a lot of women out there where past the age 13, how attractive you are to men, paramount. It's number 1, number 2, and number 3, and then somewhere school and family comes in.
Yeah. That's not what's
stop
going
making
to
a good
it
time.
will not make life
job.
meaningful.
And by the way, you end up talking to those women when they're 24, and it's like they've learned nothing. They can't barely have a conversation. It's all just been about what do guys think of me?
And they
Who
still
wants
don't
to
know
F
how
me?
They still don't know how to get a guy's attention or please him.
Yeah.
And they usually still are pretty, don't get the whole thing.
You cannot. And by the way, your worth is not what someone will pay for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
what they see.
Yeah, it becomes a weird thing. It's kind of like they look at themselves as a used car and they're worth whatever they can sell themselves for in the recycler.
Market,
yeah. Not that. You can go on and do whatever you want to do, regardless of what guys think. Yes?
Yes.
That's empowering.
That'll change.
Empowering. Marissa?
Hi.
You're 18?
Yes, I am.
What's happening?
Not too much. What's happening with you?
We're just, trying to
What's
get
the
you
story
asked
of the
a
night?
goddamn
Orgasms?
question. That's right. What's up, baby doll?
Well, I was having some really great sex with my boyfriend, and I can have orgasms when he's pumping inside of me.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you go to finishing school?
I was just
Marissa?
thinking that. I knew she went somewhere important.
Pumping inside of me.
I like the,
I
I like
didn't
the
know
way
how to
she's
put that appropriately on the radio.
She's indignant
No,
about
that
the
was good.
conversation about orgasms, then launches into discussion orgasms. And
That's the topic of the night. Go ahead, Marissa.
All right. Well, we're having sex, and I usually have multiple orgasms in like the first 10 minutes of us having sex.
Mm-hmm.
But we were in for about an hour, and I had such a really good orgasm that like my whole body just went like it felt like a gush feeling, and I passed out.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It was,
And
I
that's
must
when
say.
the anal started, by the way,
That's
just moments
awesome.
later.
That's not a problem, is it? Are you
Anal.
worried about
I
it?
don't know. I wanted to ask you guys if it was a
Like
problem.
totally unconscious for how long?
Like totally unconscious. I was out for like
how long?
15 seconds.
Wow.
So you came right to.
Yeah, I was kind of drowsy afterwards, but damn good sex.
Yeah. Well, it concerns me a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get an outflow from the parasympathetic nervous system. It slows your heart down so much. It's like a Valsalva kind of maneuver from hyperventilating and bearing down so hard that your heart rate will go down, your blood pressure will drop out, and you can pass out. But it makes me concerned there may be something intrinsically wrong with your heart's
I
electrical
used to
system.
be a tweaker.
Yeah, that
clean
even
off
adds
my
more.
teeth for a
Yeah,
year.
that even adds more concern.
Yeah.
So I would suggest you see a doctor and get an EKG and maybe an echocardiogram. And
So not so normal.
no, not everyone experiences that. I'd say, Marissa, and a concern. A concern.
Okay.
that
I'd
there
like
might
to do it to a chick just once, knock her out.
My boyfriend liked it a lot that he made me pass out. He made me come so hard.
Yeah.
Didn't you kind of freak out, though, that you were unconscious?
He didn't really notice.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was busy.
You're crazy.
So you
huh, baby?
passed out and he was still doing it to you?
Well, we were having sex missionary, and I already had my eyes closed, and it wasn't really noticeable, I don't think.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, what do? You work at a restaurant or something?
I'm a stripper.
Ooh, nice. But they do serve food, so I may have
yeah.
a technicality. Totally nude or topless?
Topless. You have to be 21 to be totally nude.
Oh, you do?
She's gearing up for that.
Yeah.
Graduating to that.
All right.
I know a little place in the valley where that's not true.
Oh, really?
Well, I live in the
know
OC.
a girl who
Ah, what?
under 21. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like the lovely
Bob's
little
class?
ponies or something sick like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah. Oh no, grotesque.
Yeah, it was sick.
Travesty. Marissa?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You make good money?
Oh, yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh, yes. I'm a detention whore.
And you got the whore part right. And
Hey!
what do you normally walk with at the end of a evening?
Tips and everything about $300-400.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just by the way, stripper, world's greatest job in the sense that every stripper I've ever spoken to, and I've spoken extensively to strippers. Every time I say to them, what time? What time you knock off? How long do you stay? I leave whenever I want. Apparently, you just sort of leave. Obviously, you're not going to get paid, but if you want to come in, shake your ass for 10 minutes, and you decide to turn an ankle or something, or period comes on or something, you just take off. Just leave. You don't have to punch out. There's no. That is, if you're a hot chick and you get naked, you don't get that. Hey, a-hole! Where do you think you're going, smart guy? Get back here. You punch out, and then you leave. Time to lean, time to clean. All the a-holes that yelled at us our whole time. I don't think you have that.
Time to lean, time to clean.
Yeah, that's what I got when I worked at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, kiss my ass. All right, so I'm still sort of intrigued. Marissa, you're a little crazy, though, right?
Just a bit. Is it normal? Me and my boyfriend are both bipolar.
I was going to say. I was just going to ask you about hospitalization for bipolarity. Have you been hospitalized with that?
No, we have sex like I'm all over him all the time.
Yeah, well, you're manic.
Yeah, I usually
Are you
have to
taking
go
your
after him
meds?
for sex.
Bother her.
He complains about his balls hurting.
Are you taking your medication?
Oh, no. I don't take psych meds. I haven't been on psych meds since April.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, you're manic now.
Yeah, I'm very manic.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, why don't you get back on the meds?
If if I don't have sex with him like 4 or 5 times, I have to masturbate like 8 times a day.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's mania, and that it also suggests sexual addiction, which means you were probably sexually abused growing up too, right?
Just a bit.
Yeah. So
All
you
right.
got two
Sprinkling of
major
sexual abuse.
major problems going on here, Marissa. This is not going to go well in the next few years. The natural history of this is not good.
What's your plan? Why don't you get on your meds and get some therapy and
I
stuff?
don't like meds. They make me feel stupid, and I can't drink or smoke pot on my meds.
Yeah, so
All
you got addiction thrown in here too.
All right, so Marissa, do me a favor.
Yes.
Here's what I need you to do.
12 step.
Don't get pregnant.
Oh, I already have a kid. I gave her up for adoption.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
actually the one that called when I was pregnant and asked you if I could do anything bondage. And
Right.
you said to me, I wouldn't trust you with a weed plant. Give your kid up for adoption. And I trusted your advice, and I did it.
All right, good.
Good for you.
God bless you.
Congratulations.
Did I say weed plant?
You said you wouldn't trust me with a weed plant.
Pot plant.
Oh, you mean a pot plant?
Yeah, there we go. You wouldn't trust me with a pot plant, you said to me.
You never said weed plant your whole life.
I know. Why does everyone have to take a turn for the unfunny when they're explaining what I say? Every time I saw you on that man show, you told Jimmy he's ass face. That was funny. I was like, how about you be funnier than what I said? Could you do that? Make me seem smart? I wouldn't argue with you if you said something that sounded funnier than what I would say.
A weed plant.
You said you'd rather have him raise a planted weed or plant.
They go to unfunny, but they go all the way to confusing. A
Yes.
weed plant?
I know.
A weed or a plant?
I think when you smoke a lot of weed, you might
get a
get
little
a weed
confused.
plant. But it's sort of
Yeah,
redundant.
Marissa, so we got sexual addiction, chemical addiction, bipolarity.
Perfectly normal, perfectly
Ooh-wee.
healthy.
Yeah,
Look,
but
we can't judge. That's the point. You know, here's what I'm saying. Everyone is the same. No one is better. No one's worse. No one has cancer. No one is shorter. No one's taller.
Marissa,
no one's
Chris,
darker. No one's
same
lighter.
person.
Same person.
Chris, Marissa,
Engineer
same
Chris, Marissa. Chris could be stripping if he wanted
He's
to.
manic. I could do. Here,
He's
listen to him
manic.
talk.
He's in a fugue state right now. Look at him. He's out of control.
That speech is pressure and just burst forth on the microphone.
The point is we cannot judge. We
Well,
can
no,
never
you
judge
can't-
because
it's-
everyone is the same.
But judging suggests that you're making some sort of moral conclusion. The fact is, we can't even say that there's differences. We can't judge
No
the
one's
differences
different.
because
No.
everyone's the same.
No, it's all
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
Every
Marissa,
culture.
Chris,
I don't
same.
care if you're hacking out the clitoris or forcing the chicks to wear a pillowcase on their head and beating the crap out of them. It's all the same. It's all the same.
Of course.
Same. It's all the same. I can't judge. Nothing is better. Nothing's worse. Little trouble in the Middle East. Could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere. We could be feuding with Canada nonstop, and just through the grace of God, we're not.
I was watching
because
a guy tonight.
you understand it's not the people, and it could happen anywhere.
I was
Why aren't we feuding with Canada?
And Deborah Norville
seems
tonight
like it'd be our turn.
arguing that we were being judgmental by considering terrorists as Islamic fundamentalists. How dare we?
Yeah. You
How
can't
dare
judge.
we?
No.
It's not
about
Islamic-
religion. It's not about religion.
Not
It's not
Islamic
about anything.
fundamentalists.
No,
How dare
it's
you?
everything.
Because
Everything's the
in
same.
Sri Lanka, there was a man who walked into a convenience store and threatened the customers there, and that was terrorism. Therefore, it's not all Islamic fundamentalists.
The point
do
is,
that.
they're all religions are the same, all people are the same, all cultures are the same, all parts of the world are the same, and crazy people, bipolarity. Everything's the same. It's all the same.
And by the way, every time somebody behaves a little strangely, you dare to call them. I had an attorney say this to me the other day. He goes, every time a patient yells at you, you call them bipolar?
Drew hates attorneys, by the way. He's a doctor. They're like ants and termites. They go at it. They can't help it. The Hatfields and the McCoys. All right, let's take a break. Come on, let's break it down now. April Matson here tonight.
Breaking it
Chris,
down.
quiet down, would you, buddy?
We can't judge.
We can judge. Good parrot. He parroted me. That's good. All right.
That pressure.
All right. Quintuplets, Fox, Wednesday nights, 8:30 with a little guy by the name of Andy Richter. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine is brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Law enforcement is cracking down from coast to coast. No matter where you are, if you drive under the influence, you will be arrested. You drink and drive, you lose.
Hey, everybody, LoveLine, man. That's Dr. Drew over there, Jamie Kennedy, in here tomorrow night. April Matson here tonight from Quintuplets on Fox, 8:30 Wednesday nights, with our friend Andy Richter. All right, let's get back to the phone and burn through some calls, yes?
Yes.
What about poor Christine? Been on hold for 53 minutes.
Wow.
That's nothing for us.
Yeah, this show is a short hold.
Christine?
Hello?
All right.
There you are.
17. What's going on?
A couple of weeks ago, I took some ecstasy, and I had sex with my boyfriend. And I've heard before that from, like, a lot of people that if you have sex on ecstasy, like, it never feels the same again. And now, like, whenever I'm hooking up with him or not, like, it feels good, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Well, it's probably from hearing other people talk about it.
No, I've heard of this happening, that
Well-
people lose their orgasmic function. And, you know, it's well known to damage the limbic areas of the brain where things like arousal are occurring. So it makes sense in the experience I've had in hearing people talk about these things where they lose it. They don't tend to lose it permanently.
Nah, and not from one exposure.
No.
I think I actually heard it on this show from another caller.
Yeah, you will lose it permanently. You keep going on the ecstasy, though. You can. The ecstasy is very damaging.
You hear me, Missy?
Don't do it.
Of course.
All right. Well, you're fine. Look,
She
here's...
smokes a lot of pot, though, Christine.
What?
You smoke a lot of weed?
No.
Good. All right, let me say this. We haven't talked about this in a while. People constantly trying to make things that are already really good better.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there are parts of their lives that are doing horribly, and they don't focus on that.
Right.
It's an interesting thing. Okay.
Well, you know what
here
that
we go.
is, though. You know what that is?
No, I don't know, and I don't care.
I'll tell you what it is. Is that people using sex
What
like,
is it,
like a
Drew?
drug to try to regulate their feelings.
I use sex as a weapon.
The fact that
Actually
everything else,
stab
they're
someone with my
unhappy in
penis.
other areas that they can't regulate their feelings, sex becomes the solution to that. Doesn't work. And when you stabbed her...
I stabbed her with my penis.
Where?
In the foot.
Foot wound.
Yeah.
You didn't just go through the
It
chest wall.
didn't
or
break
anything.
the skin. Actually,
No.
she didn't know what happened.
No. Just got between her toes a little bit.
She thought I
So it's a little
she thought I
dust.
threw a raisinette at her.
Got stuck in there.
Yeah, I got stuck between the small toe and it was like ringing a bell in between the big toe, but the small toe I could feel it.
Yeah,
It
you
stuck
could feel
a
it.
little
You
bit.
could feel that.
Like a cigarette in an ashtray,
yeah,
you
of
know.
course. Yeah, a little a cigarette holder, a little
Yeah,
cradle
right,
of the cigarette.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I want to say. Everybody, folks, here's what it is. Imagine what a better life we would all have if we didn't sort of play to our strengths or try to improve things that didn't need improvement and took that energy and focus it on. It's like you're getting B+ in this class, you're failing biology.
Yeah, try to get
Instead
to
of trying to
A-.
get it up to an A, how about focusing on the one you're failing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, and you end up being a much stronger, more well-rounded person, by the way, if you do that. But it's easier just to focus on things that you like, and actually, it's why it's like people that surf, they end up living a life of surfing, where they just talk about surfing. Everything is a surfing reference. It becomes, it's like, I'm good at this thing, therefore I will make it my entire life. It's always kind of weak, by the way. I always hate it when a fat comedian or black or Hispanic or whatever your ethnicity is or whatever, redheaded, whatever you are, you go up there and you do a stand-up act and every joke is about whatever your outstanding feature is. It always feels like, that seemed easy.
Uncreative.
Yeah, it seems like could have stretched it a little bit. Yeah? I would like a morbidly obese, a black, redheaded, gay, a comedian with cerebral palsy get up there and just tell jokes about airplane food. Nonstop. No, not one. You would be blown away. You're like, come on, he's going to do a joke. He's going to do a wheelchair joke. And he's doing a fat joke. And he's got to do a black one. What? No, not just boom. Nothing but observational stuff. Huh? Yeah? Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, buddy. Let's take a break.
Timmy.
We get paid the same, by the way. An outrage, yes? Yes, thank you. We'll take a quick break. I'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. You looking to hook up, sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE. Call the Dateline.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Call LoveLine.
Well, everybody, that's the show. I want to thank April for coming in tonight.
And bringing up the poo issue. That was lovely. Adam and I achieved a
Anytime.
new plateau, and I'm going to go to sleep tonight thinking of him with the kiddie pool of poo surrounding him with the gaiters and suspenders.
Eye-opening stuff, Drew. Eye-opening.
Yeah, that's good.
Third eye-opening. All right. Quintuplets on Fox, 8:30 Wednesday night. Jamie Kennedy in here tomorrow night. And until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or the station. The producer for LoveLine is Annie Gold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.